checking the microphone. 1, 2, checking the microphone. Checking. Checking the microphone. 1, 2, checking the microphone. Checking the microphone. 1, 2, checking the microphone. Right, that's a little bit quiet. Testing the microphone. Testing the microphone. Testing. I'll put this back on. Testing the microphone. Testing. I'll put this back on. Testing the microphone. Testing. I'll put this back on. Testing the microphone. Might have to crank it all the way up. Which I've done. Testing the might have to crank it all the way up. Hit that. Hit that. Hello. Testing. Hit that. Hello. Testing. Hit that. That's odd because I did that last time and it was, so I can play with the gain as well. Turn that all a bit up. Okay, that's the wrong way. If I go like that, that should be a bit louder. But is it too loud is the question. 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 It's actually not very loud at all. But is it too loud is the loud at all. But is it do. Yeah, alright. It's probably the best I'm gonna get. Gain. Gain's there. It's on the butt cheek on the Blue Yeti, so butt cheek on the Blue Yeti, so butt cheek on the Blue Yeti. Right, now I'll put this back on. I'll put it below like that. Below like that. Below like that. It's really trippy to try and listen to it. So if I put it about there, see how that goes. Testing. Testing. Yeah, that's fine, I reckon. Oh, I know what it is. Hold on. Oh no, that is on full. Okay. Properties. Let's see. It doesn't go into the red, so I'm probably alright. How we all doing? Is there anyone alive out there? So anyway, I might just restart the stream actually. Okay, I think it's gone now. Yeah, so this is the viaduct I'm working on. This is the Stanwell Park viaduct. So if you haven't been on the map yet, so this is what I've got. Turn the trees back on. Actually, I turn them off because it gets really laggy. If I so I'll share the link as well. Is that gonna work? Oh yes, very good. Alright, so I've shared that. I am curious actually, before I get too much into it. I know I'm fucking doing nothing. In fact, I'll just drag it over here. Might as well. So, actually that might like telescope. Let's just watch that now. But I want us. It doesn't matter. Anyway, what I want to do, I want to see if that gets claimed because it's just like lo-fi. Suddenly we're through. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. Now it's time to go. Well, I mean, it hasn't picked up anything yet, but it doesn't mean it won't later. Anyway. Yeah, so this is the map that's on the workshop at the moment. So basically this little area here, everyone uses it to pick up logs. That's actually wrong. Because if you look at this here, get it. It's hard to select. I'm going to do it over here. It really doesn't want me to select it. Right, hide that. Now I can. Okay. See, that says home log splitting service. So what that is we go in here, you wait 6 hours. Go to where this map takes place, which is not that far out. Right, so Stanwell Park here. That's the closer there. That's the station that the map is at currently. Oops. And right here is someone's house. They're just operating a business out of their home. It's called Home Log Splitting Service. So basically what I've done is I've made that an actual industry. Like the yard is actually here. In real life, it doesn't have a yard. It did once upon a time down here. This where this road is. That's actually where Stanwell Park used to be. It used to go along Lawrence Hargrave Drive there. And then it would, I think it came around here or something. Joined on around here somewhere. But they realigned it so it goes further up the hill now. So yeah, so in real life the sightings aren't there. I put them there just for a bit extra interest. Because at the moment the map's pretty small, there's not much to it. I'll just check this straight real quick. Make sure this sounds decent. Gotta go in here. Let's see. Oh, the sauceman found it. Oh, so anyway, what I was doing was I was see my voice coming through alright. Oh, so anyway, what I was doing was I was see, and then it would, I think it came around here or something. Yeah. It's because it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm trying to whisper, so I can't actually whisper over the top of the music. So maybe I'll just not put the music on. That'd probably be a better course of action. I could also not stream at 10 PM, but yeah. Just mute myself on Discord because some people might not know what's going on. And it'd be a bit weird if I was just in there talking to myself when they join. But there is a proper link for me to click on. Tube Studio. Trying to find it. There is that, but I want content live. Oh, I might need a quick load. Go live. Yeah, there we go. Oh, 2 viewers, look at that. On Twitch you can actually click that and then that takes the viewers off so you don't keep looking at it. But I'll leave it like that, I think. See, this is the section I'm going to try and make. I've got to have another tunnel here. And then there'll be that bridge that I'm working on. So this is the Stanwell Park viaduct. That's what I'm making. So after that, there's actually another tunnel. So basically how I'm doing the map is anything sort of on this side is like basically just to the left of the track that doesn't have a proper direction because it has to wind around to fit on the map. So basically anything to the left is quote unquote east. So like if you're looking this way, that's north and south. Anything to the east will be on the right hand side. So even though it curves around like that, I can't actually fit this curve in as it will be. So basically anything on this side will be low down and you'll have roads and houses and stuff. I'll try and copy the track as best as I can, but the thing I've got to keep in mind is if I do that, I've got to have a decent enough gully here, because this is just supposed to basically, there's a bit of drone footage actually, and there's actually a walkway under here. Yeah, I'm actually armed with Pepsi at the moment, which is why I haven't gone to sleep. The reason why I haven't just gone to sleep is because basically so I work afternoon shift, so if I go to sleep too early it'll screw up with my sleep schedule, and I'm starting work tomorrow, so I want to get it as good as I can. But anyway, so we're back in the map now. So a couple of people, when they've run trains on Stanwell Park, they've realised that the platforms on, well actually quite a lot of the stations are not long enough. Otford and Waterfall are okay, but Helensburgh and Stanwell Park need to be extended a bit. There's two different ways that I've done the stations. So this one is done with hammer brushes or funk detail, and then the other one is done with an imported blender model. I'll just show you that really quick. Oh, these are all displacements as well, just to give you a bit of a cliff to drive through. And this bit here, that's one big station prop. So this fence, the platform, and the station building are all one. And then these little signposts, they're their own model as well. And basically, got little seats, they're their own model too. But if I do it like this, I have to go into Blender and then edit it to extend it, so it's a little bit different. For Stanwell Park, I can just extend the platform in the editor, and basically if I just have the textures that I've got, I can just make whatever platform I need. So I think the way to go is to just make the stations with we call it make the stations with yeah, just with these like brushes here, because then I can pretty much make it however I want. Like I could edit this now, like extend it over, but I want to focus on extending the track at the moment because this route this route is very short. So what I want to do with this is I want to have the landmarks in place so that I get all the distances correct. It's not going to be 100% accurate because I'll have to shrink it down a bit as I go. But the viaduct is here, and then there'll be an actual, it's called Stanwell Park Tunnel. It's very short, it's basically up to here, or maybe here, and then a little bit after the bridge. So it's like a very short tunnel, goes from there to here pretty much. So I'll do that, and then that'll be okay. But I think because I've got the main landmark in place, I'll probably just focus on doing the track. Because if I lay the track first, I can see how it's going to fit together first, and then I can do the terrain after the fact. I think that's a better way to go about it. So anyway, enough yapping. Do do do. Do do. Yeah. So I'll just get the way forward back. Yeah, because I need something to listen to. So I'll just get the way forward back. Yeah, because I need something to listen to. So I'll just get the way forward back. Yeah, because I need something to listen to. So. Oh Jesus. Okay, I'm just gonna test the microphone again, make sure it's not too loud. Okay, I'm just gonna test the microphone again, make sure it's not too loud. Okay, I'm just going to test the microphone again, make sure it's not too loud. Okay, I'm just going to test the microphone again, make sure it's not too loud. Okay, I'm just going to test the microphone again, make sure it's not too loud. Yeah, that should be okay. Okay, I'm just going to test my microphone again now. Make sure that's not too loud. Microphone again now. Make sure that's not too loud. Microphone again now. Make sure that's not too loud. Microphone again now. Make sure that's not too loud. Microphone again. Alright. I'll just put that on full. Oh yeah, just testing now, see if that's not too loud. Testing now, see if that's not too loud. Testing now, see if that's not too loud. Testing now, see
Yeah, okay, so that's why my microphone was so quiet. Yeah, okay, so that's why my microphone was so quiet. Yeah, okay, so that's why my microphone was
right, so mic is it now?
Yeah, okay, so that's why my
Seems okay.
Right, so
And I'll mute that again. I'm not talking over myself. Alright, last test. Is it good? Is it good? Is it good? Is it good? Last test. Is it good? Is it good? Is it good? Is it good? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Good to know. Go live. Go live. What the heck? Now, so what I'm trying to do. Might as well put it here because I only need one at a time, and then you can also see what my thought process is as well. So. The problem I've got with this, I've had to make the curve a lot sharper because, well, just look. Turn the trees back off because they're very laggy. This, is it here? Which one was it? Oh yeah, it was this one. So this here. See how close it is to the map border there? So I pretty much can't really make it any bigger. I mean, I could generate my own straights and, generate my own curves. That would work. Oops. I just can't be bothered. So I'm just gonna use what I've already got. As long as I get the, so basically this bit here is a clearing, and then it just sort of flattens here after the ridge. So I want to have this here, and then the tunnel starts here, and go to here, and Nowra. Waterfall and Bomaderry. So I'm using this for reference as well. If you go to Stanwell Park, it tells you where all the tunnels and signals and speed signs and what all the tracks are called as well. So this Stanwell tunnel here, I need to, oh yeah, you can already see this one's actually a lot longer than that. And then that's the start of Coldcliff Yard, and then Stanwell Park. So we'll go like this, go around the mountains, so we'll have to have mountains sort of on the right here. I could get away with just curving it around a bit more and then curving it back, and then it's accurate as well. Might as well make it accurate where I can. And then this bit here, so this is the start of Coldcliff here, so I'll probably end up doing coal cliff with brushes, I reckon. That'd probably be more worthwhile instead of making a custom model in Blender. Actually, I don't know if there's photos. I'm pretty sure that's not coal cliff. It's got the wrong station in there. Let's see. Okay, so it's got the new NSW signs in 2018, 2019. Does it go? Look at Nowra and Nowra? No, not really. But anyway, what I'm thinking is the station still has the old yellow line instead of the tactile tiles, which are these ones over here. These are a newer style. That's just to stop you slipping when you're waiting for the train, because obviously slipping in front of the train is very bad. So yeah, so I might need to make a new texture for that. There is a yellow pavement texture, I believe. Yellow concrete, I think it is. But I don't know if I'm going to use that. I like using brushes that have all the textures on it, so I don't have to use a million brushes. I learned that the hard way with the road in Waterfall. Originally I made it out of multiple different brushes for the stripes and stuff, for the different lanes, and learned pretty quickly that that's a pain in the ass. So I probably won't be doing that. But anyway, so what I want to do, yeah, definitely curve around a bit more, and then I've got to also get it underneath that. So I'll need to go down. It needs to be below this. So what are these? I've got snapping to 22.5 degrees, so a lot easier to line them up, because with these they've got to be cardinal directions pretty much, so they've got to be 90 degrees, 45 and stuff like that. Otherwise actually no, the models themselves have to be either 90 degrees or 0 degrees pretty much, otherwise they don't line up. Okay, to RSG, it's all organised in here, got all your different radiuses. The bridge is actually the largest radius, so these two. There's they're like in pairs, so like that's the big one, and you got like a medium here, got a small, an extra small, and then a tiny one. This I'd only use for like yards or something. But if I can get away with using these again, I will. So I'll just use that. So you've got to go 0 forward. That's like starting from perfectly 90 degrees. And then if you start from anything other than that, it's like 1 right turn, 2 right turn, 2 left turn, etc. Because it's like goes up in steps, like 1 left turn, 2 left turn, and then it goes to 4 because there's no 3. And yeah, so basically we just put it together like that. Yeah, Google Maps is very much my friend for this project. Oh, here we go. October 2020. There's still the yellow line there, so I'd say it's still there even today. And as you can probably tell from the name of the map, if you've been on it, it's actually called GM Waterfall 2020. And what that is, that differentiates it from an older copy of my map, which was Waterfall 1950. And there, I'm just yapping at this point, but I'll show you anyway. It's up the very top. This is Waterfall. This station here is actually the original 1950s one, as is the footbridge here. Well, it's actually a footbridge and a car bridge because the cars park up here, and then it also connects to the highway down here. There's also another road that needs to go here, but I haven't had it yet. And I've got them turned off at the moment, but there is trees up here too. So for the most part it's 2020s, but I already built the Waterfall station building, the 1950s one, and I kind of like it. I don't know, I don't really want to make the modern one, at least not for that station. Stanwell Park pretty much, I think it always looked like that. Maybe not. Yeah, so if I can help it, this is why these are a bit of a puzzle, because you've got like downhill sections here. No, I do want a left turn. Yeah, so you've got to use the big one. Oh, excuse me, very gassy. Want the big one, because I've got to go side by side, otherwise they don't fit. And -1, I think it's 1.52% grade for that. So okay, so this here, that's not going to work. So almost goes onto that, but needs a lot more wavy bits in it. I want to keep the viaduct flat at the very least, and this is already going downhill. Okay, I'll tell why it's not. That one's not. This one, yeah, this one's going uphill. Or downhill, depending on which way you're looking. So, gonna have to do something else. I can turn it a little bit maybe. See how I go with that. It's interesting, it made me go to A192, and then you go left turn. Then you go negative. I don't know if that's one left turn there. Then you get this one, and you go one left turn. Sometimes for some reason, I don't know how it does it, but it actually knows which one you want for the other side. I don't know if it like picks a similar name or something. Either way, it's more time. That's right. So, doesn't it turn a bit more? But the more you turn this way, the more you've got to turn back that way. So
going the other way. $384, it's gotta be the other way. Uphill. And then we gotta do this one. 8384. 54. I think that's, yeah, that's right. Hopefully that matches, yeah. And this will go down. Hopefully this will go down a bit further. If anything, I won't go over that way because that's just not going to work. I think from here on out it's going to go down quite a bit because it's got to go underneath that. Unless I could somehow figure out to get that way. But this is where we are here. I can't really go that much further that way, I don't think. Oh, well, actually I can go that way. See how I go. So I'll grab this one. Yeah, so originally my plan for this was to just focus on detailing Stanwell Park to Waterfall, but I just want a longer run. I'm just sick of going Stanwell Park to Waterfall, Stanwell Park to Waterfall. I'll just make it bigger, fuck it. So it's gonna go down again. Make sure it's 834 and it is. Thank you. I'm thinking of getting rid of the station announcements to, or at least maybe spreading them out a bit more, because I could also have a button to turn them on, like to activate them, so you could press a button for like the train's gonna pass the platform instead of stopping, so people know not to try and board it. So that one right turn going down there. Ooh, let's cut it close. See how I go. Might not work. Because while I have gone downhill here, it might not be enough. I could also lift this up too, because this doesn't need to be this deep. So, in fact, I think that's what I'll do. Now, I'm going back to Concliffe. So it is actually one big 90-degree turn anyway. Whoa, no, actually, it's got a little bit of a spin. Because like, you might as well try and match the track work where you can. So we've got that. So always takes me a couple of tries to figure it out. So basically call that 90 degrees and then it goes straight and then there's an S bend. And then oh, okay, right. So I think mine's going the other way. This would pretty much be where the tunnel's gonna go. The Stanwell Creek Tunnel, it's called. Look in here. This one here, that's the area I'm making. You can kind of see it on the map actually, it does a bit of a wiggle. Could be interesting track work as well, so that's a bit of a bonus. Do, 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 do. So, I think we're on the right path. But now I've got the opposite S pen, so I can't use any of those pieces. What is this anyway? 6. Oh, it is the biggest one, so that's good in a way. You don't want it to be actually the other thing too. Someone told me that it's hard to work and talk at the same time. Goddamn. On right turn, go uphill. That should be the 8394 or 84. Sorry. 84. One right turn, going uphill. So that's actually quite a difference there. Yeah, that's the right one. So, 8192 now, and then on right turn going uphill. Quite the difference there. Might get, I think I probably will anyway because it's a waste of space. Let's see. It's very shit. I have no idea where it's putting that entity. Doesn't really show you. Oh, okay, it's there. So, right here. So, it's going to be, I'm going to put a train here. So, that doesn't really matter because I'm going to delete it. Train station, I think. Train 001, there it is. So, if this fits, this is actually quite tall, so if this fits, doesn't see. It's hard to see where it goes under. Yeah, basically that's not enough clearance. So, a bit of surge around a grape here. It's gonna be fun. Start with this. Split it down like that. Then I'm going to
tell you what, you fat little cunt, I'll just fucking move the whole thing up until it causes an issue, I suppose. I really shouldn't have made the map like this. Shouldn't cause an issue unless it goes all the way to... It's coming close. Okay, now it's an issue. So, I need to chop it about here. And that bit can go down a bit more. Like so. Now this bit, do the same thing with that. So right here. Split that, and then you get this. This view. Come down a bit, I think. Somewhere, and then what you do, you get that. Hate how it's got its own fucking bullshit texture. That should be right now. Out of Pepsi. I'm just gonna make a gamma subs. Just give us a sec. Hello? Went down the wrong hole. Okay. So I've done that. Tell you what, I wonder if I spot another tree from the backdrop. Do the same with that. Because that doesn't need to be. Split there. That. I think I'll. Here you go. Nice. I usually find some old leaks later on. This bit is actually. Speaking of leaks. Yeah, problem I have with my map is the layers below. They're showing. Just do that because that's gonna shoot Oregon. So don't know why that's. I'm pretty sure that's gonna look shit as well.
So then you can't see anything at all. So that'll do. That's a bit neater now. So what I was doing originally, because I wanted this to be sort of open world map, until I realised you can't really do that unless you want like thousands of trees everywhere. So at least for now, I've decided to just go with making sort of narrow corridors for the track, because especially when we get down to places like Unadera where there's like different ways to go, so you need to make space where you can. I don't need that anymore. Sticking through now. One more. It's very strange what I've done here. Should be plenty of clearance now. We don't use double stacks in Australia anyway, so it doesn't need to be crazy high. And I don't know if you can really... You could make it a bit higher, but that's just starting to get silly. Because you're starting to get close to that anyway. So, yeah, in my eyes, the important way, the most important thing is getting the trains down to the bottom. That's it. You could argue that if you go up here you can't see the train. Like if you're here, it actually will hide all of these props and also hide the train, so you can't really get photos from up here. But to be honest, if you do that, it's such a waste of space anyway. As I go further down, it'll be less and less of a problem because I'm doing away with this style. I'm just going to have it as normal corridors, go all the way down. Takes up so much less space. But yeah. So, what I need to do. So there's a bit here. That's what I'm trying to make. So I've got one S-bend sort of in there. I could extend that straight down as well.
needs to come off the bridge. Off the bridge, and then come around. I might put a bit of a diagonal straight something here, so it sort of stretches it out a bit. Let's put it like that. Then get this. Oh, I really need one. Yeah, you got to put these on like 90-degree angles, because they don't really fit. Got to go, I think it was one left turn, or maybe one left turn here. Yeah, that looks right. So I've got to line it up like this. And almost always have to turn the grid size to 2 to line them up. I'll take this opportunity to go downhill as well. So you can actually go one left turn. And then... Oh, that's right, it's only uphill. So go that, or maybe not that. 3072, we'll go with that one. Because that's double the length of what I just had. And so for people just joining us now, we're making the South Coast Line. It's a railway line in New South Wales. And making it for Garry's Mod, which is a sandbox game. And basically lets you build whatever you like. And there's a Trainbuild community on Garry's Mod, which I'm a part of. This map is designed exactly for that, it's building trains. So the idea is you build your own train and then you can run it on this map. So if you make like a Australian train, then this map is basically designed for that. There we go. Those little rock ones. Yeah, I'm watching the FCNN Discord at the moment, and there's a game called Schedule 1, and in that game you basically sell drugs, but the joke is you actually sell lollies, not drugs, to like get like kid free, like get more kid friendly sort of thing. And basically someone's just gone, oh yeah, you gotta sell the crystal candy because the type of drugs that you sell is meth. So I guess I could listen to my music. It'll likely just get demonetized, and I haven't got that set up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's get Spotify open. Put my better music on. Just gonna do another mic check here. So checking the microphone, checking the microphone. Check. Checking the microphone. Check. People just joining us. I guess I could listen to my music. People just joining us. I guess I could. It's me. Oh yeah, you gotta. The top drugs. It'll likely just get, doesn't really matter. Better music on. Just gonna do another mic check here. So checking the microphone, checking the microphone. Check. Okay, yeah, it sounds just fine.
R.I.P. Willy Wonka, watch the roof come off. I pull up in that candy paint, call it Veruca. So you cheated and you lied, you broke the rules, my dog. Now you wanna come around when there's food involved. Hell no, let the truth be told, I'm in the Gucci rope with the dookie rope, my little Lucy on. I'm eating sushi rolls, doing the Tootsie Roll. Think about future goals, hate it with you.
Goblina, la creatura. Oh my god.
I'm pulling out in that Maybach, and it caught that from the thrift shop. With my daughter singing the Kuda Matata while they hooting and hollering, I'm maneuvering.
Oh, the gun, Wampy scan phase.
IRS been calling, trying to get in my wallet, but they ain't getting all of it. I put my feet up on the ottoman, I ought to be relaxing. Y'all relax, cause
just about that action, boss. About that action, boss.
I'm a motherfucking icon. Boots made of python. I met with the press in Obama's iPod. My front yard got all kind of cars. Long caddy, blue body, call it Avatar. I don't really fuck with the caviar. 6 figures, get your 16 Wonka bars. Give me that.
Willy Wonka, flavor. Willy Wonka been had haters. Willy Wonka live on acres. Willy Wonka got a lot of paper. Golden ticket put you in a raver. I barely see my own neighbors. Willy Wonka, I got flavor. Willy Wonka, I got flavor. Flavor got flavor, got flavor, got flavor.
I'll just show you what I'm laughing at currently. So, as model of the E60, I've just gone van because it looks like a van. Just look at it. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn that off. You don't know to hear me music, but I'll put it on for me. You guys can put your own music on. I wonder if that's being claimed now. And because that's an actual song. Put this video in since I Yeah, just done my chilling. Hi guys. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Eight. Bet. Do you guys like trains? Gee, I hope they don't get pissed off with that. I mean, West said it's alright, he seems to know what he's doing, so. Look at the spaghetti and the map. Yeah, and that's all track you can drive on too. Except for like the bit I'm adding, obviously. Yeah, the funny thing is, pretty much all of the blue lines is the track. Like, you'd think that it'd show like all the trees, and actually the trees are turned off. Yeah, okay. So if the trees were turned on, it's a bit harder to see. Are there any train builders watching? I thought there was a way to... So life on the farm is kind of laid back. Yeah, that's still good. You can't hear it. Okay. Hear it. I can be a sledgehammer. Oh my god, that's a good song. on myself actually. Sledgehammer. Boom, boom. Peter Griffin. Look at kits he is. She, him. There you go. Yeah, pretty epic. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, telling me about my own events. Very good. So, are we happy with that layout? So basically, oh, I fucked it. So that's all it takes. You just move it with your mouse, and then that track's aligned now. Yeah, so this bit here, I think, is that a A192? Get it. There we go. That's a 6336. So basically, if I want a 6336, I turn now. Actually, if I was going to use a 6336, then I'd have a little bit more room. Otherwise, I'd need to start turning. Try 8192. Because what I can do, I can go right to the edge and then go down, go down, go down, go down, and hopefully. So the thing with doing a wide curve is, like, even if I like do it properly and say, okay, well, nothing less than 8192, doesn't make the track work very interesting. For one, because I've got a grades book here too. This is what I'm looking at. So 1 in 40 grade up to the colliery. Good to know. So here. So this is the section I'm doing. These are the curves. So 8192 is actually a 200 radius. It's actually or something similar. So it's not actually 240 as it is. So really, all of these should be 8192 or more. But I can't do that because then the whole thing's going to be a bloody curve. Fuck that. No one's got pissed off yet? No, no one cares. Well, I suppose it's better than I'm getting pissed off. So, to answer your question, all of them should be 8192. So there's no point even looking at this. It's just like, what can you fit? And that's it. Because, so here's the deal. Here. So, it splits off here. So I'll want some space for that. Because it's got to split off and then go and then go uphill a bit, I'd assume. Which is why I want to do the corridors. Because then that'll fit a bit better. I can fit more in basically. So the other thing, where is it? Oh, that's why I wouldn't show it. Oh shit! Oh, that's a concrete chunk floor. Oh, there it is. Yes, anyway, as I was saying, there you go, if he comes back out, he's dead. This line here that goes up to Mossvale, and that actually does go uphill. So if anything, I actually want this to go uphill, and then maybe Port Kembla can be downhill from there. Or like dedicate half of the map space to this or something. I wouldn't be able to do that all. Because look how good this place is. All those little thin hairline, little hairs, that's all track. So, if I do it all, it'll have to be like split between different layers, and I do have an idea how I could do that, so it's possible. This bit here is really good to do. There's actually a flyover goes over the railway, and that actually goes off to the Port Kembla train station. And these two lines here, that goes to Inner Harbour. So if you're coming from Sydney, it'll go like along here, then you go in here. This is what I want to do. Got a lot of tracks, I'll probably do 4 at the very least. Basically what this place is, it's a coal and grain terminal, and and then there's cars in the middle here. So they don't transport cars by train anymore. But I could just as easily set it up so that you can. Because they've actually got the tracks for it. They just don't use them. I think this is for unloading grain as well, but it's like right next to the cars. Because these are actually all cars that are like gonna get sold, I think. And these are turbine blades. So those big wind turbines for generating energy. These are the blades, and you can see how big they are. They're like 10 cars long. Like breed cars, I mean, like these, there's like 10 of those. That's how long they are. Absolutely massive. And what they're for is out that way, they're going to have sort of offshore wind turbines, I think they're calling them. And people don't like that because they enjoy their view of the ocean and they don't want it ruined by the wind turbines. Sorry guys, just gotta bear up back. Nature's calling. I haveth returneth. How's everybody doing? Yeah. So when the map gets made, it'll include all of this track. There's a stabling yard here at Wollongong. I'll very likely add all of the tracks here because there's not too many of them and it doesn't take up a whole lot of space as much as some other places. In real life, these two platforms here, I think it's platform 3 and 4 because 1 and 2 are actually the two middle ones. 1 and 2 are the only ones that are used, and then 3 and 4, they're not really used anymore. They used to be used to go to Moss Vale, I believe. But yeah, I'll still include them in the map, so people can simulate a train off to Moss Vale. So there's definitely a possibility there. Anyway, yeah, Google Maps isn't very good at loading a lot at once. I think because I'm streaming too, it doesn't really help. What's that now? I'll just refresh it. There we go, loading instantly, so it's obviously just buggy.
Oh shit. Saw the cockroach again. I am under attack. Yeah, I don't like bugs, don't like spiders. So I have one in my room, it's pretty much my worst nightmare. So I've got to make this tunnel as well. You know what, I'm just going to fold my legs up. I'm not going to deal with that cockroach. I'll click on a station because it shows the line. Okay, you can actually see where it goes. So put it on this screen just for now. Save while I'm thinking about it. Not that I've done much. Yeah, I want to very carefully plan out this track because once you've set up a whole area, it's very hard to change it. So I want to get it right first and then I don't get stuck later. Just make sure these are going up. Oh Jesus! It's crawling up on the wall now. I think there's two of them in here. I'll give them a second. process averted. Unless there's two and then process not averted. Whatever. Guess it'll crawl up my leg later or some shit. Here it's called Stanwell Park number 2 tunnel. On here it's called Stanwell Creek tunnel. So a little different. New guy, I think. Oh no, Google Earth required. What's that for? Oh, I don't have Google Earth. I don't think. Web and computer program. Oh, fucking big. Get out of here. Don't know how much use that's going to be to me though. Because like I've already got the tracks here.
testing. Yes. I can turn the gain up. I think that rolls all the way out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it close in my mouth. It's kind of awkward because it's right in front of my keyboard. Yeah, it's looking at the exact place where I am. Coal Cliff. Oh no, that's after where I am. I'll try a 1-2. Not too sharp. Or too bright, I should say. So I'll go bends. Bends through. Oh yeah, you want arcs, not bends. So 8, 3, 4. You want to go down the hill. So this is that. Let's see. It's not going to work by the time I put this on. Now that's off the map. That won't work. I'm going to have to do a sharper one. Right turn right, going down here. And then if I'm going to do that, so there's actually 2 S-bends there. I want to try and replicate that as best I can. That's sort of what I've done. That should be okay, actually. Or I can put it here. Probably better off doing that. That'll make this go downhill as well. Probably going to want a 1536. Nope, double that. I swear if a cockroach crawls on my leg, I'm going to fucking scream. What the hell? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong end. Anyone seen the Minecraft movie? I actually downloaded it because was going to see it with my mate, but he chickened out because he's a dickhead. Call him Flaky now. But I was going to see it with him. I thought I'll just download it. And oh my god, it's the cringiest fucking thing I've ever seen. Granted, it is for kids, so I mean, fair enough. One thing I wasn't looking forward to in the theatre though is there's a meme where I'll focus on what I'm doing here. There's a meme where people they throw their popcorn in the theatre when the chicken jockey comes on screen. I really don't want to be in the theatre when people do that. So I mean, if I just download it and watch it at home, then I don't have to deal with that. So it's a win-win. That is the wrong way. Right, so hopefully and I need to measure it because actually I found my judgment's actually quite good. So look at this. Oops, this isn't really to scale, so I'll basically just look to see where the signals are and then go from there. So there's that turn and then it actually comes around a bit. Like that. See how it's not to scale? I should be able to do a little straight there. It might be better off putting Coal Cliff over here. I'll just see, because what I might end up doing is there's a crossover here. Here. I may put it here, so it doesn't use up too much space, because I want semi-realistic distance between each location. So let's see, so this, it's there. So I've got to come here. And by the time we do all that, yeah, I might need to put some cubes in to measure it. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Port Gamble locomotive depot is probably going to have to be its own layer. I'll probably like put a bit of the loop on one layer or something. But the good news is, since I've been going downhill, that's very thick. Why? Don't think it needs to be that thick. But the thing is, it goes all the way across. So it's probably a reason why I did that. Don't know why. I don't know. Let's stretch it up for now. Now I'll have no clearance issues. I might just measure it actually. It's probably better off just measuring it. Yeah. That's very annoying. It's out of the tunnel now, I don't need that. So I'll measure to the first crossover. Which is all the way around this corner. If all goes to plan, I should be able to have the same track work in game. So I'll measure it to here because it starts on that side. Because that's where the crossover will go in game. And I think I've got the outside curve too. Oh yeah, got both. Yeah. So, this is what I do. 176 corner. 1760 inch. 69291. Okay. Oh Jesus. That's longer than the map, I think. This is very tricky. Three, 4, 6, 4, 5. A bit more manageable. Or not. Okay, divide that in half again. Now what? I think if I just put Coal Cliff in this corner, it should be okay. At least I got an idea. Rope Creek lines. Yeah, I'm so tempted to do like suburban Sydney too. But I don't know, because I don't want to give myself too much maps to work on. Looks good. I'll go to bed in a minute. We'll continue tomorrow. Because
the point of me staying up is to not fuck up my body clock for work tomorrow, because I've got to finish around midnight. So I didn't want to go to bed too early and screw that up. But now that it is midnight, it's now a good time to wrap it up. And I'll probably turn the stream back on tomorrow too. So it's so sketchy doing this. I want a bit of the ocean too, so I don't want to go too far to the left. But you can do 3D skybox too. Just keep that in mind. Excuse me, very gassy. I've lost the Google Images. Google Earth photos. Might turn it back the other way, because there's actually the S bend. Might as well use this. The S bends that are for this are actually a bit too small, I think. So I'll do arcs, do a big one. One right turn. Make sure it's going down. Get the actual big one. Right turn, go downhill too. Like that. Because I'm going to have to change it anyway. Straights. So now we're one right turn. Do it one right turn. Grade. So that. So fun fact, I did actually make this already. I went from, it was scaled down, it wasn't as like, to scale as this, even though this isn't really to scale, but there's a lot less to scale than what this is. So it was done in PHX, so had to get redone anyway. I had from Thurl up to actually had up to Waterfall, so I actually had what I'm making now is actually less than what I originally had, but it was with PHX, and it also only had the track, it didn't have any terrain to it, so which is why I got a lot further on that one. Like on this one I'm actually doing proper terrain, like I'm doing like tunnels and cliffs and as signals. I actually modelled these to suit the route because it's based in New South Wales in Australia, so I got the appropriate signals for that. I don't like how it's still too sharp. The thing about the 8192 curves is they're still, even after doing that, it's still too sharp. But the funny thing is, if it's sharp, but really don't want any wider because you can't really fit anything bigger, because if you just make it just even if I just use these everywhere, the whole thing would basically just be a circle all the way down, because there's no room to like bend it the other way. Also, it'd be very hard to fit switches and yards in, so you kind of get what you get. So yeah, so I'll copy that one. I'm going to put it over here. Yeah, when you copy these over, you've got to make it go uphill. That's the only thing. So still 819, actually no, 8384. So forward, one right turn, and then you've got to make sure it's going uphill like that. And I'll just double check this is going uphill too. Yeah. So Gmod maps, when you do the tracks, they've got to be going downhill, basically. Otherwise you can't fit much. Oh wow, Red Cliffix made it in. Oh. The British. Yeah. I would like to make a British map. I never said I wanted to make a British map. Like, I do. I want to make a British map. The only problem is... Hold on a second. Oh, this one needs to be smaller. I'm not sure how many projects I want to take on at once, because obviously the more projects I take on, the longer it's going to take to do each individual one. So I've got to be very careful with what I take on. Otherwise, basically nothing gets done. Or if anything gets done, it's like a very minuscule amount. So, yeah, so I just want to be careful with what I actually build. There's actually a few 3D modelling projects, because I make the trains to go with it as well. On this route, New South Wales, it's South Coast Line to goes from Sydney to Bomaderry, Nowra. So there's two types of trains that run on that route. There's the H-set trains, what's it called, Oscars. I've actually modelled those, but I've halted development on those for the time being, because just getting sidetracked. Because yeah, I just want to focus on doing the map, because yeah, well, it looks like spaghetti as it is. I would like it to be a lot longer. So I think that'll probably do it. Just check the track again. Wrong window. So there is a little stroke before that, so that'll work well. Should be able to copy paste these now. Yeah, it does need to go quite far. Person needs to go from one end of the map to the other end and then back to go to Coal Cliff, which is the next station. Yeah, currently the map is quite unquote finished up to Stanwell Park. It's not. There's still a lot more that I need to do to it. One of the things is kilometre posts, because on the railways the driver it's handy for the driver to know where he is. So next to the railway line, at least in New South Wales, they have mileposts in America, because obviously it's a different measurement system. So they're mile posts rather than kilometre posts. I've already made a crossover, I'll pitch it. Here's what I'll do. Do I need left hand or right hand? Right hand. So this way. Yeah, got to be careful copying points, because they've all got to have unique names. Otherwise, when you go to switch them, they'll be that basically change all of them with the same name. So so this one's actually, yeah, the switch stand here. So if I change that switch stand, it'll change the one I just copied and also this one. It's hard to line these out because the, oh, it kind of does actually. You can just see it. I think the, oh no, I was going to say the reason for that is because it's overlapping, but it's actually not. So that's really weird how it doesn't show the rails isn't really there, because it normally does. Yeah, okay. Gonna need to align it to the grid there, because that hasn't worked. Oh, I want to show you guys my bridge. So for anyone who just joined, I've just completed this. This is a viaduct. This is called Stanwell Park Viaduct, because this next station is Stanwell Park, which is right here. And these platforms have to be extended a bit, because in real life they can hold 8-car trains, but these platforms only hold 6 or 7, I think it was. But either way, I know I need to expand it at least to this part right here. That's the frog, I think. So basically to the frog of that point, I need to extend the platform. So this point actually isn't there in real life, but I've added it because there's a yard here, which is also not there in real life, but you need somewhere to run around your train. So you've got one point there. If you follow the line around, it goes through a tunnel, and the other point's here. So basically you can come in on one side and then you take the locos off and then you run around. So you run around to here, and then basically you can change that point and then come back and then go back onto it, and then you can drive through here, and then you back your train into the sidings here, which aren't here in real life, but I've added it just for a bit more operational interest. So yeah, so these points here, they're not there in real life, but I've got them just for that purpose. Yeah, I'm thinking of removing the yard one side and Coal Cliff, because it's basically the same setup, but it actually exists in real life. So it'd be better. I think it'd be better if it was more close to the prototype. That's just me. Yeah, anyway, back to what I was doing. So, before I forget, doesn't matter too much, but I might as well name it now. So these points actually have numbers. This one in particular is 367. So 36, I can get it, 6, 7. Doesn't exist, but I can solve that later. 3, 6, 7. Oh, matter, I'll just grab the switch as well. Yeah, forgot to grab those. And Drake's Flip the Switch just came on. Very fitting. It's okay, roughly there. Yeah, these switch stands, they're meant to be an extension of the sleeper. So if I line it up as good as I can, I need to go to 1 for this. Just change my grid size down to 1. There. Hopefully that lines up here. Doesn't. Interesting. So basically, oh, actually, I might have been at the right height. It's on a bit of a slope here. Let's put it on the first ones. Like that. Threes, might as well copy that. Yeah, it actually emboldens the name to inform you that you've got 2 of the same thing. 367A. There's a here link switch stand. Gotta be careful of that. There you go, they're now linked together. So we get the same sleepers. 1, 2. Body groups. I don't know how you change the sleepers. So just leave it how it is for now. So it's 367B. 367B. Yeah. 67A. 67A. It's linked to 367B. Make sure this isn't linked to it. It's not. Okay, good. So they'll only talk to each other. Just what you want. It's okay. Not a flip flop internet stuff. Love Drake. And you know what? I like Kendrick Lamar too. They're both based. Anyway, on to the next one. So apparently there's another switch right after it called 366. So let's have a look here. It's a little bit after it. So probably I won't bother going down any further because that's starting to get very low now. But that will allow you to stand up on an embankment and watch the train, so that's okay. But just don't go any lower. So 2064, so I want to straighten this the same length. Here. Should already be at the correct height. It is. Turns up to 2048. 04. 2048. 04. Don't need to go up and down anymore. Ooh, we're running out of space. I might need to start curving that way actually. that viaduct's going to be an issue. I might have to do something tricky like hide it. Like when you're going downhill, or when you're going under the viaduct, I'm probably going to have to cut it off here so you can see the grass. But that does mean that the viaduct won't be as high, and that viaduct in real life is quite high, so yeah. I might try and curve it so it goes here at least. Because if I can do that, that'd be a bit better. Yeah, again, we are running out of room. Wonder if it'd be worth adding a straight here. So it comes further over this way, and then that'll give a bit more room for a curve. Crack here. Need to turn right. What do we think? So basically just got to get it so it doesn't like go at the same level as the viaduct. Because you can put the switches on an angle too, so maybe I could start turning it and then it wouldn't be as bad. Yeah, let's try that. It might still not fit, is the thing, but for one right turn, might go down a little bit too. Sure, I got the outside one though. Copy that. Because it'll actually go on the inside. And one right turn right, go down there. Okay, and then let's make a new switch. Switches, X overs, 4096 plus 2048 main. Oh, but we want one right turn though. I think I can rotate this like that. Yeah, it's a puzzle.
arcs. Probably gonna have to be that. That's gonna get very tight. So one right turn. I'm sure it's the outside one. That might not work. See, now my Spotify is playing Kendrick Lamar. So it's now played both rivals. Hate this one. Check the grades book. So, Coal Cliff. Oh yeah, right here. It's 1 in 79. There's a hot box. I've got a calculator on there for that. Down. Why they got clothing? Huh. How about that? Get coffee mugs. Someone's on the big bucks got the Audi. Oh man. There, do it like this. So it's 1 in 79%. 1.27. What have we got? 1.5. This is actually steeper. So you wouldn't want any steeper to be realistic. Oh yeah, I was just looking at that. The link for the it doesn't work. I had to look it up on Google to do it. See, now I'm on it because it just brings up the marquee or the text editor thing. It doesn't let you actually click it. So I think someone at Hotbox needs to get their shit together. But anyway. Oh, signal tutorials. I wonder if that'd apply to Garry's mod though, because yeah, 4 trains. Oh, it's working for you. Okay, that's interesting. What browser are you using? I'm using Opera GX. Oh yeah, same as me. That's really weird. It's because I'm zoomed in. I'll go 100. I'll just refresh it. Be sure. Oh, look where it is. Ah, that's why. So it was coming up, but it was off the screen. It was like putting it down here for some reason. But no, it does work now. It's a bit weird, that one Unless you select the text, with this one, it comes up with the pointer. Yeah, love the little keychains. Someone's on the big bucks of their Audi. Maybe ad block. Nah, it wasn't ad block. I don't think I have it on for this site. Oh, I do. Maybe I'll turn it off, see if it's less buggy. Oh yeah, signaling New South Wales. Oh. Okay, that doesn't work. What's that? And that doesn't work either. Why is it a link and it doesn't work? Shunting routes. Yeah, this is like train specific stuff. But I do actually have shunt aspects on my signals. Because I've had to use Magnum's Trackback 3. Well, I didn't have to, but I did use that and it made it a lot easier to set things up. Oh dear. I don't think this curve's going to work. Because it's got to go underneath the viaduct. And it's going to leave a very ugly thing. Oh, give it a go anyway. So now I need to do, so for left turn left, and then it needs to go uphill. So it's got to be the inside one. It's getting very close to the edge. Good news is though, if I can get it down low enough, I can just get underneath here and then it'll work quite well. But I need to basically make cogleaf right here, so if I go any further it'll be too far. 4288, 044 left turn, uphill. Is it the same grade? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that'd be plenty of clearance. Good news is it looks like it'll dodge the viaduct, so I might get away with it. I can hide the edge with a cliff, so it'll be alright. I'm very hungry, but I don't want to get up. You don't have to set them to... Cutting it very fine with the viaduct. This is a meme. I wonder if I'm going too far now, because that's starting to get to station territory. Might have gone too far. Got a cliff. Yeah, because the station needs to go right after it. So, what I'm probably better off doing
That's not gonna work. Oh, this is a puzzle. Oh well. I don't want to say oh well though. I want it to be good. It does actually start going back uphill from here, but I don't know if that's gonna work. Because that's a little S bend there, you can literally see it in the curves. Now it turns left. Thought someone had cracked the shit surely, but no. Guess all the admins are asleep. I'm gonna have to just put the switch here. Does it go to 3 or 4? Goes to 4. Okay. I don't like that. I really don't. It's a bit right for how far it is. Wonder if this will work. It's called a pro gamer move, by the way. So it's a 4288. Yeah, 1 right 2. Of course. It doesn't have the angle I want. Not so much a programmer move now. Because I need to make this junction here. I need to make that. I can't fit it. I might need to reconfigure the whole lot. So move it over, that's not going to help. Might have to just say tough. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Just go around the corner and do it. So much less hard. So much less hassle. It's 4288. I'm not turn 4 or 2. It was going down from memory. That's whack. The hell? That's cursed. I'm just going to spawn another one. So mean we're going all day, eh? Yep. Let's go downhill right now. Can't do my programmer move. And make sure this is going uphill. Yep. Yep. Right. It'll just fit. At least I can make the per-way siding sort of go around the corner. By doing that. The per-way sidings where they park the permanent way equipment, so for fixing the track and stuff. Fun fact, if you don't set the switches to the TB3 switch, they'll actually delete when you compile the map, which is, I guess, good and bad. It's good because you don't have to worry about having switches that no one can change, but it's sort of bad because if you just want to drive straight, you can't. You've got to actually set it up, which I guess is okay. Better off just setting it up anyway. So I think I've got that wrong, actually. Just have to start again. It's got to be a left-hand one. Crossovers. One. I think I'm making this very hard for myself. Ah, yeah, there's Scarborough. Rotate that. So I think I've got to move it over one. So we look in here. Yeah. So I've already got those two. So I just need that. So it'll have to be straight over. Helps me select both. Might as well do this before I forget. You don't have to set up the switch stands, it'll still spawn. If you want to change them, you do. Do the same to these. There you go, now it'll all spawn. This bit here. It's any time you want to switch. Oh, straight. I'm getting tired. 256. No, half of that. 40. It doesn't need to come forward much, just enough so it doesn't foul it. Yeah, that's good enough. Now, next question, is that perway siding too long? It's 98 metres, it even tells you. 3858. Six. So, is that, what's that measured from though? It's a very big puzzle. So that reminds me, we're going to check on this real quick. No one's on, typical. What was I looking at? Okay. So it's pretty much measured from there. So I reckon if you sort of imagine that going around the corner. Gee, all these trucks making it hard to see. I need to hide them. I'm surprised I'm not even under the viaduct yet. I thought that'd be the problem. Ah, yeah. So this is 98 metres. Remember there. Measure it from here, say. This is way too accurate for Gmod. Like that. So it is a little bit too long. But the next one down is going to be too short. You watch. What have I got? 61633. No, it was 4288. There it is. It's going uphill as well. I don't really want that. Although, yeah, it's a siding. You want it flat, otherwise your wagon's going to roll away. For left. Yeah, because 2 left turns is going to be half of that. That's going to be wrong. So we'll just call that good enough, I reckon. More is better than less. then I need a... Is that flat? No, it's not. Oh, that's fucked up. Nah. I want it back how it was. Oh, it's bugged out again. Oh no. I can't click on things. There we go. That scared me. I'm going to save now. There we go. So. Track ends is 4 left turn. Don't think it matters. This is going to make it even longer. But, oh well. I'm saying oh well a lot with this. Concerning myself. So what I need, make sure it's prop static, is Lenny, train station, New South Wales buffer stop. That. Don't know if that's right. Let's check out the reference video I've got. Where did I put it? Videos. Oh, here it is. So the Kiama picnic train. Too far. Siding will be over here. Just gonna try and find it. Okay, there's a switch. And it does have one. I had to check because sometimes they just have a block over the rails. So it's just like a sleeper. So yeah, they do have a full buffer stop there. I guess I'll put it right there. You can use the video for that too. Yep, it's right at the very end. I have to know. So at Waterfall, did I make the siding go uphill? Oh yeah, by the way, you guys might not have seen this. Started adding some more cliffs to the section between Waterfall and Helensburgh. No, I didn't. I flattened it out. But whatever. This does go uphill, however, so yeah, you gotta go uphill, otherwise it looks weird. Okay, what's next? So that's 365. That's Office 365, just realised that. There's a lot of shunt signals at Coalcliff. So this is what they're actually called: up and down Illawarra, down Refuge siding, eastern coal loop siding. Now at this end, there's, I think it's a coal coke place. They used to do coal coke there. I think they still do, but it's only for trucks now. The trains don't stop there, but I mean, I will obviously add the sidings for that because they actually exist in real life still, despite not being used. And that'll also give something else for people to. I forgot to mention that. Coal coke. So you can do coal coke trains as well. The thing though, you still need the steelworks to take it to. Hang on, research. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the Minecraft toys from McDonald's are shit, by the way. Yeah, they look very cheap, and they're not even the characters from the movie. It's just like McDonald's, but Minecraftified. Okay, a yard exists south of the station for the Illawarra Coke Company, so I was right. Historically, coal was mined on the slopes of the Illawarra escarpment. After the mines were closed, coke making still occurs on these sites. The company was only independent. Yeah, so it's still used, but I don't know where the coal comes from. I'm guessing it would come from the colliery, and then they'd bring it there by truck. And then coal coke would probably still be taken away by truck as well. But I mean, we can like use a train for that, because trains are cool. Still fair distance. Like, you've got to come from Helensburgh and come all the way down to Coalcliff. So, anyway. Where's this other switch? So yeah, so it is at 365 it is. So that track just continues. So, let's take a 3 switch as well. Use this little stub. That is not where I wanted to put that. And I think it was 2048. I'm about to make a fool of myself. Oh, I was right. Okay. So that's that. And then what else? And then 364's right after that. So I might as well copy that. Pop it here. I think I'm running out of room. No, I'm not. Okay. I'll probably do the station around the corner maybe. By the time everything's in. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's getting very close to the edge. I might need to angle this actually. See how we go.
further over this way it is, the better, because of the viaduct. By the looks of it, it does actually dodge it still, so let's see. So that needs to be a different sort. Turnouts. Side, I think it's sidings, yes. Okay. Do we want... So the problem, they're all high-speed switches. So like, take up heaps of room. But I mean, if they're high-speed switches, they're high-speed switches. Look, there's actually a gap between there and there as well. Might have to add that in. Oh no. I've already done that with that, so that's alright. And then is that right after that? Pretty much. I'll say it's right after it. Doesn't matter. And then that needs to be a siding. And then it needs to be forward. We want to pick one. That's going to be massive, surely. Right, no, we want all left. Oh. Yeah, because I've had to stretch it a bit to get around the corner, so I'll make up for it like that. And then this, I'll make that double. 4096 in the streets. I don't think I'll need to go downhill anymore at this stage. So I want a little bit of sort of breathing room between the layers. I just whacked my headset then. Hopefully that didn't come through. Then this one can be the half, although might as well just leave it as full because I'm probably going to change it. Okay, so it does fit just. Yeah, we're looking so far. When it works. But I've got to... Is that bit straight or not? It is not. So when you get to that, it's supposed to curve to the right. But because of how the viaduct is, I'm going to have to go straight. And the station's pretty much right here too. I wonder if I can move the viaduct around the corner a bit, give myself a bit more room. Problem is it puts the distances out of whack then. Yeah, when I do my kilometre pace, I'm going to do it based off the locations rather than the actual length because it's not really to scale, and if I just do the actual length it's going to get out of sync. Yeah, I don't think I'll move the viaduct. Just leave it where it is. But I need to split these tracks apart though, because the station's got to go in the middle.
I can't go any further over that way. So where is it? The distance is pretty right. I already forgot. So that's my switch here. So, oh, that might work. Because guys, the viaduct is right here in the map, so I might be able to come behind it. And then that'll work. What do you reckon? I think that'll work. Give it a go. Because you've got to come a bit further anyway. You do technically have a bit of room anyway. Alright, well, change that. Yeah, don't know if this is going to work either. Do that. It's got to start curving around here. Basically in line with that, it starts curving away. So yeah, there's no point going downhill. We're more than enough. So we'll do a 8192, one right turn. Just got to be careful it doesn't turn too far. That's the thing. Arcs 8192. I can do that as well. Try that first. One right turn, right 0. Yeah, see, it's turned too far now. Might have to do that. One right turn. It's even worse. Alright, maybe. I wish there was a fucking 0.5 turn. Guess we'll go with that. There's no good ratio for it. That's the problem. Oops. Gotta hold down the space when you're moving around. Yeah, so that's way too far. Oh, the S-Bends. Try one of them. Get the right way. Nah, it's shit. I think I'd prefer if it was like this. For one right turn. The big sigh. What the fuck, man? I am at my wit's end. One right turn. Yeah, kinda does what I want it to do. It's either too sharp or it goes way too far.
Because it's got to bend the other way, and then the platform's going to be like 6 miles wide. Right, going with that. I don't think I can do anything about it. The other one's too sharp, and the other one goes way too far. That looks like a good distance. So you really cut that fine, but it still does technically make it. So, please tell me there's a cliff right next to the track. There sort of is. Okay, I might get away with that. Because then I can put a cliff here, and then that'll hide that bridge entirely. And then on this side, I'd have to just do a tree backdrop. Should work out alright. Yeah. I would like to put the whole thing on a curve though, but because of where it is, you can't really do that. Yeah, fuck it, we'll go with that. We do a little platforming. I can't remember the platform width. I think if I just line it up with that, it should be okay. That's a very wide platform. Is what it is. It's not too bad. Do it like that. Come to there. Oops. Do it every second one, I think. You do every single one. You know what? I'm just gonna do every single one because it'll look better. Right. Hate it. Oh, you must exit move mode. No, I will not. Do them one by one. suppose when I run trains on it, we'll know. But it's more of a placeholder than anything. Might as well make it look half decent too. That too should be good. I wonder if Macklemore and Ryan Lewis are gay. Do a lot of stuff together. I think my team leaders are gay. All they do is grab each other on the bum. I think that's way too much. No. That'll do. Fuck off. There. Now we'll do a pro gamer move. I hate my life. Which one's on the grid? That one. Tell you what, they're probably neither of them on the grid. Let's see. Okay, so if I do that, that's on the grid. Yeah, it should be right now. Something like that. Check reference. And it needs to go after that. So that's actually wrong. I mean, it kind of goes after it. Straighten out. It
straightens out before it. So I probably could take it back a bit. Yeah, right. Stick it back a little bit. Tell you what, if I also I could nearly move the whole lot back again, and then that way I can make the platform come even closer, if that makes sense. So basically I'll grab that, change the solids. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Solids. Yeah. Good way down, probably 2. See how I've added that. Probably only want half. So get rid of these ones. Now I just need to move these in. Please be in a group. Oh, you bastard. That's right. Trained for this. Ha, get it, trains. Oh, before I do that. There. Oh dear. That's more up. Down to 1. Feeling lucky. This might be too far in. Let's see. Pardon me. Okay, that looks a bit more like the prototype. Okay. Yeah, reference. It's a bit, yeah, it is a bit too far. So let's. If I then move that way. Probably as good as it's going to get. And then what about the other end? Goes even thinner.
Now, Coal Cliff is not 8 cars. It is 6 cars. Make sure I'm not lying. She's leaving the train at Coal Cliff. Is it? Wait, is it? Oh, Coal Dale, not Coal Cliff. Coal Cliff is 8 cars. Okay. Glad I checked that. It's 160 meters. 6299. And I've got groups that. That should be 6299. It is longer than that, so I actually don't need that. How's that? Okay, I'm going to do a lot more than that. You fucking asswipe. You're a fucking asswipe. That's what you are. Right, anyway, as I was doing, should be 6299. I guess that needs to be more than that. Bit more. That's weird. You asswipe. Just gonna do that. But now it's too far. Wait. Forgot that bit. 6299. Oh, okay, now it is too far. Stop it. Stop it, I said. Okay. And what did I say? 160 or 165? Yeah, 160 is more than enough. Right. So in theory, that'll be the right length. Two. I'm going to bed now. It's 2 AM for me. Well and truly past my body clock. Streets. Need a snack before I go to bed now. I'm actually hungry. Let's do it again.
So that looks pretty good. Let's cut it for one. Look at that. I can get away with it. Like, I'll just put a cliff on this side and then sort of do the same on that side. Should be okay. Yeah, I'll probably do it for tonight. What have I been streaming for? Oh yeah, now 26, decent. At this end we'll have to get really thin to match the prototype. Which is just as well because it gives it just that little bit extra room. But again, what I can do, I've said this, I sound like a track record now, but I can put a cliff sort of to hide all that, so that'll work well. And it's called curve to the right or the left? I think it curves to the right. Yeah, it curves to the right. And I think that should go underneath all that too. Drag that up a little bit too. That doesn't need to be that deep. And since I've basically got the same length, let's see. Wonder how much I've added. To coal station. It should take half an hour, but realistically it's probably going to take closer to 20 minutes. I've still got Scarborough, Bomaderry, Coaldale, Austinmere to go through before I get to Thirroul, and Thirroul will be basically where I stop for this next section. But that'll add quite a bit more of a run, at least. And probably the game plan would be probably make it long enough. Sort of, no, just like put in the hills, put in the trees. That's enough. I don't know. I'm not too fussed. As long as you've got something to look at as you're driving, it's probably enough. Because it's basically all trees anyway, so you're not missing out on much. I definitely will add the little trackside stuff. There's cable trunking next to the track. I definitely want to add that. But I've got to study where that actually is, because from what I can tell, it's not the entire length. Like here, there's no cable trunking at all. And then I think that's cable trunking there. There's none at all. There's Austinmere. So there's a little bit of cable trunking there. So this is coming into Scarborough. But yeah, anyway, the point is the cable trunking's in certain parts. It's not along the whole length. So I'll have to have a good look through and see where it is and where it isn't. I'll save that off. That'll do me for today. I'll get into bed. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to head off now. I'll see you later.